me.
Hi!
We are gonna paint some squishies. So today is one of those days where I'm just gonna sit down and all day today, I'm just gonna work on painting squishies. I look forward to these days because they are simple. It's a luxury to be able to do one thing at a time. I'm gonna focus on just doing as many squishies as I can get done in one day, within reason. People hear the title, painting as many squishies as I can in one day, and they get a little carried away. Let's take the expectations, bring them down to reality, okay? My goal is to actually make decent squishies. Yes, I want to work relatively quickly, and yes, I want to make as many as I can in one day, but I don't want to just do a complete
Trash paint job.
also, people may not know how long it actually does take to paint squishies. Pretty time-consuming activity. All that to say, disclaimer, 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 painting as many squishies as I can in one day, yes, but we're not gonna get 100. Probably more in the range of 3 to 6. Just putting it out there so you can adjust your expectations accordingly, okay? And they're clicking off, and they're gone, okay? If I sound a little
Congested.
I am fighting illness. I think everyone around me right now is sick. I'm hoping that somehow I miraculously escape this cold. But you can hear it in my voice. My body wants to give in to sickness. Since I'm supposed to be kind of moving with a quickness, should probably start. We got leftovers for dinner tonight. I know. Oh, boo, leftovers. Everyone wants to get new food. These are squishies that I have prepped for this series, and they've been leftovers since the beginning. I got a little overambitious the first time I did this, and I thought that I was gonna do like, I don't know, 10, and that wasn't really realistic. I have a lot of leftovers from that, and then each time I do this, I kind of add like a couple. I like to freshen up the batch. Now I have a batch of unpainted and a batch of white squishies. I didn't want to use any of my unique squishies. I only wanted to use squishies that I have doubles of. These are like less serious projects. Sometimes they don't turn out the absolute best. There is a chance for excellence. Misty is a child of this series. Goodness gracious. Shelly's poop. Okay. Shelly's poop. Clara is somewhat okay. You know, there's been several, but there's also a chance for tragedy. You know, people like Cotton. Because of the risk, I'm not picking from my best. I do find it necessary to prep these in advance because the prep stage takes way too long. So these white versions of the squishies are ready to just get into the paint job. Who do we have? These are ones that I've avoided. This freaking toucan is just still here, and I still have not painted it. I don't know. Cat Cupcake, there's a chance for this one. Unicorn, I've seen this one so many times. It's very common, and it's very common to discard. I get a lot of the squishies that people are sick of. A baby bottle, okay. One of these little soft and slow huskies, a freaking elephant. I did my first elephant character recently, and you know, that didn't go overly well. I don't know if it's time to revisit. And then this panda and an ice cream. I did feel the need to freshen up the batch, so I'm adding this. I didn't have to paint this one. Somebody sent me a plain white version of this. I don't know. I also found another plain white one. It's like this little waffle cone ice cream situation.
Cute, right?
That's my other fresh option. Time to make a decision. It's my favorite part, decision time. You know, I kind of want to do this one. It's just calling to me. I have actually painted this before a long time ago. Scoopsy! Look at her, so cute. She's actually in plush form now. She's come so far.
Doing big things and all that.
Maybe Scoopsy needs a friend.
I'll do Scoopsy's friend.
They're probably not gonna be super coordinated though, because I'm not doing another waffle cone. That takes forever. But maybe they'll be loosely coordinated. I don't know. That seems like...
Now I'm complicating it.
It has nothing to do with Scoopsy, really. Or does it? No, let me get these out of my way. Boom.
Hi.
Hello?
I think I am going to do a dessert scheme for this. Maybe not. No, I'm changing my mind. I want to do something wonky. I want to do something wild. Is it too weird for the first squishy? I don't want to get wonky on the first squishy. I'm gonna get weird with this one next. I'm gonna start with the husky, actually. I think I have a fun, cute, kind of simple idea for the husky. Switching it out for the prepped version. I am gonna go dessert themed with this husky. This looks like a beautiful little dessert base color. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm painting the bottom with this nice vanilla cake color. Why is my paintbrush so wet? Hear that?
soggy.
Okay, there we go. Coat number 1, and my best friend for these videos. Say hi. Definitely need a blow dryer to speed up the process. Okay, time for coat number 2. Okay. Lovely, lovely. Definitely needs another coat. I think this is gonna be the last coat of this color. Nope, I lied. It's gonna be another one. We got some patchy areas and I just can't handle that. I think that's looking pretty decent. I think I'm gonna keep this a husky. I've never done a husky before. I don't think. I don't know if I love the fur pattern on the original. I think I'm gonna go with more gentle curves. Gosh, that is not even. Symmetry is not my strong suit. And it's gonna be two-toned, just like a regular husky, but pink. Oh, this is a very light pink. I think I want it a little brighter. Ugh. I'm just gonna brighten that up, or not brighten. What am I doing? I'm actually darkening it. Well,
Okay.
this is just a yummy frosting color. Look at that. Now we're gonna go a little drippy on the back. Poop! Mistakes are happening. Poopy, poopy. Leave him out of this. Okay, that's what I'm working with. Oh, shoot. There's a rip in the butt. I accidentally put my finger in her butt and the paint was apparently wet there, so now that's all messed up. Gotta fix that. She's looking very donut-y, which is exactly what I wanted. This is gonna take a substantial amount of cleaning up. Operation Fix the Butthole. Why is this starting to look really familiar, though? I'm not intentionally copying anything. We'll just meditate on that. I got this mostly cleaned up at this point. What kind of face does she want? If only I was given that option. I would have made a few little changes. No, it's all good. That's not funny. Okay, let's all be grateful. I want to give her some personality. Is this even a husky anymore with the way that I've painted the fur? Or have I just changed the breed? I want to put the eyes like here. It looks like a weird fish. I wanted this to be an expressive face, but what I've done here is created probably the most generic face. Just patience, okay? You're rushing me. Let's do a little side tongue. Is that wild? No, it's not. Maybe some little eyebrows. Okay, kind of like that. That's kind of
Terrible. I don't know if I love that.
I really like the body, so I don't want to mess it up with the face.
I'm kind of messing it up with the face.
Oh, I need a crispy coconut roll. I don't have time to second guess and question every little thing. I'm just gonna have to paint the face as is and just hope for the best. Everyone take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. I feel like I didn't breathe that whole time. I did the face. Am I blown away by its majestic? No. However, I also have not vomited. It's somewhere in between majestic and vomit. I'm comfortable in that area. It definitely needs some eye shinies. Yeah, hey, that's actually pretty cute. Eyelashes? Eyelashes, anybody? Sometimes I ruin it with eyelashes. I'm gonna do the eyelashes. We'll just make them nice and small. Yes! It didn't ruin it. I actually really like the eyelashes. Perfect. Oh. Wet. Also, I realized I said I'd never done a husky, and I'm sorry, Poopy. I did not mean to erase you like that. I just wanted to make that apology. I'm gonna add sprinkles to her back. I am obsessed with sprinkles, but I'm in a different kind of sprinkle mood today. I feel like using restraint. A few.
Gorgeous sprinkles.
Quality over quantity. It's different for me. I couldn't decide on what sprinkle shape to do, so I ended up just doing all of them. Do we like the mixed shapes? Is it cute? I'm still kind of on the fence. I just put down my dotting tool, okay? I haven't had time to process. I kind of want to name her Sprinkles. Sprinkles is such a big word around here. I feel like the name Sprinkles should go to a really important character. I don't know if this is it, no offense, but I also just feel like that's her name. Fine, okay, it's Sprinkles, the donut husky. I think she's actually pretty cute. I feel like she's done and I can move on. We're fine. Sprinkles and we have a bond. It's not strong, but it's a bond. Do you like her? Okay, I have things to show you, friends. I have bunches of stuff in stores right now. Bum, bum. The new series of mini mystery plushies. This is the Valentine's Day collection. It's love. Derp holding a heart cookie. Strawberry, because, you know, chocolate dipped strawberries, Valentine's Day. Yes. Celia Evangelina Diamithis. And instead of the classic rainbow seashell that she normally holds, we changed it to a little rainbow heart. Willie, his lollipop is a heart lollipop. And finally, it is Pickle and Pickled Pink. Whoops.
Girl.
Pickled Pink is holding the green heart, and Pickle is holding the pink heart. They are immaculate. But that's not it. Introducing, this is series 1 of this size plushie, which is the 11-inch. Look at this. The theme is guys and gals. Jelly, oh my gosh, one of my oldest characters is come to life in a big fat plush. Oh, and perfect. It's PB. PB and Jelly. The guy to her gal. And the big fat Pickled Pink. So beautiful. It's Marlo. And Marlo's soulmate, Alfred. So adorable. It's Lime. Look at his little hat. You know lime means lemon. Perfect. It's the finale. Pickle and Pickled Pink together. This is a lot of plush. Boom. My apologies for the mismatchedness of this clip. This just came in. That's right. Not only do we have a seasonal Valentine's Day set, but we also have a full series 3 color splash. This is craziest. Never again. Series 3 is Strawberry, Pumpy the Pumpkin. This little baby chow and a pumpkin. Highly requested. It's Burp. Well, the yellow. Pickle is back. Derp is back. Bumble Bear is back. This was modeled after the decorated version that I did of Bumble Bear. Georgie is back. Full out rainbow-fied. I love this version of Georgie. And of course, Rainbow herself. A full rainbow of characters, plus 2 characters that are full rainbow. That's amazing. That is not it. The cupcake plush. Oh, it's Strawberry the cupcake. I love the little corduroy cupcake liner. Mr. Hot Cocoa. Naked Christopher on the rainbow cupcake. This is based off of a squishy. Perfect. Oh, another version of Willie. Look. We got the Derp cupcake, and last, such a drama king. He's just always saving himself for last. It is the pickle cupcake. In addition, you can also find my figures on the shelves right now. All of these are in both Walmart and Target. They should have everything unless there has been something that's sold out in that specific store. There are additional retailers where you can find these as well, especially if you live outside of the US. Scan the QR code on the screen if you want to see the full list of retailers to find a store that's near you. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much for listening to me, and let's get back to painting squishies. Moving on. Is it time to get weird? I think so. I think it's time to get weird. I had an idea for this. I really liked it in the moment, and I was gonna go for it. Now that I'm here and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about that idea that I was gonna do, I think it might be ugly. Uh-oh. So what do you guys want to see? A dessert animal friend for Scoopsy, even though we already did a dessert animal, or a weird but possibly ugly design? I don't know what the results of that question were. I'm doing something completely different. I am gonna turn this into a mango. For anyone who was curious about my ugly idea, basically I was planning on doing like a nature scheme on here. There's like this little divider in the center and it kind of looks like the horizon line. So I was gonna do like green and blue on the top and then add clouds and flowers. Maybe I can do a mock-up of it to show you that it may or may not be completely hideous. I think once we see the mock-up, we'll all be pretty grateful that that thing does not actually exist. Let me just clear my mind. I feel like
This kind of looks like a mango.
so I'm gonna make it a mango. Yup, I've decided. Yellow's complete. I'm just gonna now take a little touch of green and add that to the top of the head. Gotta take a second to blend that because of course it's blending, it takes forever. Nice, cute little green. I'm gonna move down into the orange. Man, I kind of wish it didn't have this little line around it. If I had more time for this design, I would definitely fill that in. I told myself that I wasn't doing any more blends in Speed Squishy Makeovers. I'm gonna try to like stay away from blending, but here I sit doing a 4-color blend. Sometimes I wonder about myself. Do I learn? Okay, I'm gonna put hot pink on the bottom instead of red. I don't know, I just feel like it'll make it look a little bit more fun.
Cutesy.
Got this. It's not the most beautiful blend that I've ever done. I feel like it looks better in person than it looks on camera. Oh, I could fix it up a little bit. I'm gonna go over it with one more layer. This is my last coat though. Okay. I mean, I think that's a little bit better. Does that look better? That was my last chance to fix it, so. Are we happy? It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Already spent way too much time blending this freaking thing. I think I am going to kind of highlight the little features like the ears and the limbs with darker colors straight from the tubes. Wow, very brave when I put on this white shirt. Take some dark pink, gonna go over the feet, and then darker orange on the arms. For the ears, the yellow right out of the tube wasn't dark enough, so I added some orange into that, and then I went over the ears in kind of a orangey yellow. And this is what I've got. It looks kind of interesting. I kind of like the vibe. She is calling for a leaf. That's it. That's it. My Posca is not working for me right now. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna paint in a leaf right here. Boop, 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 boop. There's a leaf. I wanna add some pink cheeks to this. I feel like that will make her look so cute. But I'm also very aware that this is a dangerous situation because the cheeks are right over top of a gradient. If I make any little mistake, how am I gonna blend it into the background? I'll have to mix this exact ratio of yellow to orange. So it's probably a bad idea to try to do cheeks. That's why I'm dipping my paintbrush into pink paint and going for it anyway. Oh, no, no, no. Look at what I'm doing. This is what I was talking about. Next, I went in with the face. I chose to go in with the bright orange. Immediately, somewhat regretted that. I don't really know if I stand by this choice or not because it's kind of scary looking. I don't know, it's just a little bit intense. But I kind of wanted to keep the color scheme like all vibrant colors. I am gonna add a little brown line and stem to the leaf, so maybe brown eyes would look better. Gosh, this dotting tool is just covered in paint. Maybe it's just the lack of highlight in the eye. Hey, yeah, that's kind of cute.
I kind of like it.
She's finished. Her name is Mandy. That's the only name I could think of that started with Mang. Mandy doesn't really sound like mango though. It's not mango. What about just mango? Let's just, you know what? Scratch that. Her name is Mango. The design is very simple and clean and I like that. It's just refreshing to look at the color scheme. Oh, sprinkles. You might have noticed she disappeared. A little while ago, I was just doing last minute touch-ups. There's the two. I'm gonna take a break from characters and work on this little thing. I'm assuming that the filling is ice cream and then the outside is obviously some sort of waffle cone. I've never seen one of these in person, but it looks kind of like an ice cream cannoli taco. It is quite adorable. I feel like this one should be pretty chill. I'm gonna go chocolate with this. I feel like that is just gonna look delicious. Ooh,
yes.
I think I'm gonna keep the ice cream in the center bright white. Like the white and the chocolate just look so delicious together. I just need to clean this up now because I've made a mess with the chocolate. I'm thinking the whipped cream is the perfect place for just a little hit of rainbow. So yeah, not only am I once again breaking my rule of no blending, I'm doing a 6-color blend now. Is that wise? Not really. Luckily, it actually wasn't that bad. I'm gonna paint in the cherry, nice classic red. We got this. I wanna do some chocolate drizzle on the ice cream. However, the white paint is thick. I've tried to dry it with the thing, but it needs more time to dry. I'm gonna do the drizzle in this right on top of wet paint, which is a big no-no. And it's also not gonna be the exact same brown. I want to finish the squishy. So here I go. Hold my hand. The different browns are not ideal, but I think it's pretty freaking adorable. I mean, it's simple, but cute, right? These are the 3 squishies for today. I am out of time officially. I actually really like all 3 of them. I'm happy with this group. I think I especially love Mango. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next Friday. Bye.